So a quick clarification, y'all, on a statewide rental moratorium that ended on September 30th. And what does that mean for residents living in the city of Oakland? On the other side. Peace and love, West Oakland. Happy October. Hope all of you are doing well. My name is Chris Nguyen. I'm the program manager of the Mandela Family Resource Center of Lincoln Families. Thank you for joining for another resource roundup. And like most episodes, we're going to focus on housing, y'all, because that's what y'all asked us to do. So we gladly respond. And this one is actually a really important one for tenants in Oakland because the statewide moratorium on rental relief ended on September 30th. So what does that mean for the city of Oakland and folks living in Oakland specifically? So what that means, actually right now, nothing, because the city of Oakland has not lifted the local emergency yet, which means any rent increases or evictions cannot happen right now as of October 1st in the city of Oakland if you live in the city of Oakland. The moratorium can only be lifted by the majority of the city council of Oakland. So for West Oakland, that'll be District Council Member Representative Carol Fife of District 3, and obviously 7 others throughout the city, along with President Council Member Rebecca Kaplan. So that's a really important note because you might have had a loved one, a relative, a friend, a neighbor who might have received some type of notice on the door yesterday. Just know that according to the city of Oakland, no evictions or rental increases can happen at this time. So that's a really important note that we wanted to relay to community. Also, for our community, if you have additional questions about your rights as a tenant, there are many resources that you can go to, but the one we want to lift up for this particular episode is tenantstogether.org. They have a COVID-19 tenant defense toolkit, rent control laws, sample letters, publications, tenants' right hotline. So I think that's really cool and important. You can actually try to get someone on the phone to answer your questions, but that's a good resource overall, tenantstogether.org. And like we always lift up, everything that we speak of and I speak of here, it's in the description with links or in the comments, depending on where you're catching us. And if you have a direct question, feel free to instant message us as well. And for folks who are still a little behind on rent because of COVID-19 and the pandemic and all the challenges that's come with it, we can still, and you can still actually apply for rental relief through the statewide program called Housing is Key. As of October 1st, we checked a couple hours ago, the program is still accepting applications, y'all. So if you are behind on your rent or just struggling to catch up, we highly encourage you to apply to this program. We know community members and tenants that we work with that applied a couple months back and have actually received support from the state program to help with their rent. Anywhere we've heard from $2,000 up to $6,000 to $7,000 as well. Now, obviously, there are provisions and there are guidelines around this, as with most programs. So if you have questions about it, feel free to reach out to us or many of the other local agencies that are assisting with this program. But Housing is Key, the statewide rental relief program, is still active. So please go ahead and we encourage you to apply if you find yourself still in a challenging situation. And before we leave off, y'all, we want to highlight, as we always do, 2 new housing opportunities. So the first housing opportunity we want to highlight is a complex called Loro Landing off of San Leandro Boulevard in San Leandro. Now their application due date is October 8th, so about a week from now. And they are taking applications for 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms, 30, 40, and 50% below a market rate unit or 30% AMI. All right. So you can look at the website and see the minimum income requirements because there is a minimum income and the rent that is proposed. And there are actually some units available. So something to pass along to loved ones who are looking for housing. And to close up, we want to transition to Sonoma County. So Sonoma County actually has their Housing Choice Voucher, or what used to be called Section 8, Waitlist Lottery Open. Now, it'll be open until November 1st. And to apply, you'll just need to create an account online and go through the process. You can actually pick up paper applications as well at their office in Santa Rosa if you happen to be up that way, or want to drive up there to pick it up if that best supports you. But their guidelines are also listed on their website. So Sonoma County has their Section 8 waitlist lottery open at the moment, closing on November 1st. So again, we want to lift up that the state moratorium did end for renters on September 30th. But if you are a resident in the city of Oakland, no evictions can happen at this time. No rent increases can happen at this time until the city council lifts the local emergency, which hasn't happened yet. So with that said, please reach out to us if you have any questions. And until next time, as always, peace and love.